Divine Collective, how are y'all feeling this evening? It's Remembrance the Oracle, and I'm back to do another reading for y'all. I hope that y'all are doing well. Let's go ahead and get into a read and see what Divine has for you guys, okay? Spirit, what's going on with Divine Collective? What do they need to know? What's going on in their energy? What's the message? What's the word? Caw. What's the word? Let's do 2 more shuffles. Okay, Page and Divine Collective. Paging Divine Collective. What's going on here, Spirit? The Wayans brothers can hold significance. It's making me think about how they used to do that on the TV show on the Wayans brothers. And they would make like a bird call or a sound or something when they were trying to, you know, speak to each other. Spirit, what's going on with Divine Collective? What do they need to know? Bro, this one dude got us in a chokehold, man. 1414, light up coming out here. This shit been coming out quite a bit lately. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. I feel like the word quality is up here. I just heard you're more focused on quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Somebody you could have or could have had, or this is somebody else, something going on where you feel like maybe you suffered from like loss or some sort of vibes, or maybe feeling like you didn't have enough, or maybe you didn't have enough, or some sort of shit like that. So I feel like there's something here about accumulation, accumulating. Somebody wants to accumulate something here, or they wanted a lot of something, but now they're realizing that quality is more important than how much you have or how many of it you have or some shit like that. Yeah, I have 0707, compromise coming out here. It says, let go of what no longer serves you. I feel like this has something to do with a habit or some shit. That's what something almost kind of feels like to me. Letting go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. So I feel like maybe you've been trying to compromise with somebody or some sort of vibes like that. But the crazy thing to me about it is it almost kind of feels like this person is trying to do that. I don't know if you're still rocking with this person or if you're not rocking with somebody, but it almost kind of feels like to me you made somebody think or something. You made them think. You made them change their mind. And the funny thing to me about it is I feel like somebody was trying to give you a hassle about this. That's what something kind of feels like to me. But now something has happened. Something has happened. Some sort of experience that they have had. And now it's like, damn, that person was right. Or some sort of vibes like that. What else here, Spirit? It's like somebody didn't want to accept this truth. Well, damn, take me out. What is this? I have 0550, the eye candy. It says, get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. So this almost feels like to me, this could be you. Like you look good. Maybe some sort of advice here that you gave someone, family, friend, lover, whoever the case may be. But it feels like to me somebody is watching you. They're seeing you do something or seeing you doing your thing here. And it almost kind of feels like to me this person is like, I should have taken like your advice or something, or I should have listened to you. I don't know why I almost want to say maybe cheating, money. Like those are the first 2 things that are coming to my mind. Like somebody was always trying to keep a roster or some shit. Or somebody was involved with fast money or trying to, like being a workaholic or some shit that I feel like I'm getting here almost. What's at the bottom here? Maybe to keep themselves looking a certain type of way too. But it's like somebody is still depressed or they're still down or they're still, it's almost the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. Or that's what they recognize. So now they want to change their tune. Yeah, look at this. Somebody's having an awakening. 1001 at the bottom. Spiritual awakening here. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. Starting fresh, personal power, protection. Hold your vision, intuition, willpower, good luck. So it does. It kind of feels like to me somebody is thinking differently. They want to start fresh. Shit, this could even be somebody wanting to start fresh with you, because now it's like, damn, they were right. So now somebody is finding their real power. That's what something feels like to me. It feels like to me somebody's tried to put their power into surface level shit. That's what something kind of feels like to me. They try to put their power into surface level shit, material shit, trying to climb the corporate and the social ladder and all of these things. And it's like somebody's kind of realizing that none of this shit matters. That's what it almost kind of feels like to me. This shit doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like, it feels like somebody who's been lost in the sauce for like a period of time or some shit. And now it's like, damn, so-and-so was right. Or, you know what else this could be too? Like somebody who's now they're ready to settle down. Or some shit. Like, I feel like I'm getting a few things. Spirit, where are we starting, honey? Don't get me started, y'all. Where are we starting, Spirit? Do I want to use these? Let's use these. Look at this. The bottom of the deck says speak up. So I do. I feel like somebody wants to talk to you or some shit like that. Look at that. Confirmation. A radical rebirth. Spirit said take them out. Take them out. There could be something here about the number 33. The number 5 here. But it is. It's somebody who wants to change or some shit. Somebody could be 33 here. 3 and 3, of course, is 6, right? So somebody's creating some sort of balance or wanting to heal something here. It's like, oh shit, let me go and talk to that person and basically tell them how they changed my life, or they changed my perspective here. Or, why am I here? Watch, you'll see. Like somebody didn't understand what you were saying at the time because again, they weren't experiencing it. But now that they've come across this or something has happened, it's like, damn, they was right. Like, what else here, Spirit? So speak up and radical rebirth. That's the fucking truth, bitch. That is the fucking truth. We already right where the fuck we need to be. 34 on the top of this card added to a 7. So yeah, that's the truth. Somebody's like, now I gotta like, it's like almost like somebody feeling like they gotta come back and share the news with you. This news or this truth. Yeah, I told you, confirmation, that they were resistant to accepting in the beginning. You can't make this shit the fuck up. Number 22 on the top of here. This could have something to do with some form of gang life as well. We have gang Sarah on this card. Somebody could have lost something as well. But see, I feel like they were afraid of losing something and they just eventually ended up losing it. This could have something to do with fast money as well too. Like somebody's used to getting fast money or some sort of shit like that. And now either that's crumbled or collapsed or some sort of shit like that. Or I'm getting somebody out here who likes to cheat a lot. They cheat. And now that you want something of quality or someone of quality, it's kind of like, I don't know if anybody really want to fuck with this person for real. Because they know you'd always have a bajillion fucking women or men or something up your ass. So it's like it's giving me both of those situations. What else here, Spirit? Maybe Spirit will dial us in one area over the other, but y'all already know what to do. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I have secrets revealed coming out here. Secrets revealed. 36 on this card. You know what it feels like to me? It feels like to me someone who initially didn't want to tell you that you were right. Because I feel like somebody was resistant in the beginning because they just wasn't trying to hear all of that shit. But then I feel like there was a second stage that occurred where it was like, damn, they thought about you. And it was like, man, I can't let this person know that they was right, man. It's like somebody didn't want to come to terms with that. What else here, Spirit? Is that a phrase? Bite the bullet? Bite the bullet? I just heard that. Someone has to bite the bullet? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have live out loud. It almost feels like to me they have to tell you or some shit. 31 on the top of this card. it's like somebody wasn't trying to hear the shit. They didn't want to tell you that, damn, you was right. And now all of a sudden it's like they feel like they have to share some sort of news with you or tell you this shit or something. This could potentially have something to do with them resurfacing back into your life. Or if this person is still in your life or some sort of shit, it's kind of like the dog who has the tail in between their legs. That's what I'm seeing. So this person could still be in your life, could not be in your life, whatever the case may be, but they definitely do want to tell you or talk to you. I feel like this would be music to your ears, but maybe you kind of already know this. You already knew any fucking way. Like, it's kind of like an I told you so moment, but I feel like you don't want to rub it in their face either. It's just kind of like, I mean, I told you that. I said that. Like, okay. What else here, Spirit? Yep, this has something to do with scarcity. I'm telling you. In whatever way. Whatever fucking way it goes. That's why this person did the fucking most. They were afraid to lose. Or, oh my God, if I'm back on my ass again, then what? Or I gotta... But I feel like maybe the way that someone was going about something was either maybe like fucked up. It could have been hurtful to other people or some sort of shit like that. It's almost like I feel like this person didn't really care about not just themselves, but other people's feelings. Because essentially what you do to other people is also a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Obviously, right? We kind of all know that. That's spirituality basics 101. So that's what something kind of feels like to me. Like maybe other people were hurt in the process or something like that. And maybe you could have even have been one of those people, which is why you said what you said. Yeah, look at this. I have liberation coming out here. Being free of something. So you know what I feel like? I feel like you were this person's like introduction, honestly, into what somebody who actually cares about them looks like. That's the sort of vibe that I feel like I'm getting here. Stay with me. Like I feel like you were the first person who really showed this individual real love. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. And you know what? It feels like to me they didn't know how to receive it either. They didn't know how to receive this love that you have for them. It felt more like criticism or a critique with this person. This person could have mother issues too, mother wounds. We have Queen Mother Nanny on this liberation card. So maybe someone is not used to someone showing them this or explaining certain things to them, and I feel like they tried to like cut you off, cut you short. You don't know what you're talking about, or oh, blase, blase, blue, or some sort of shit like that. And now it's like either this person has freed themselves from this, or they're in the midst of doing it. Maybe even wishing they kind of had your help with some form of a transition here or something. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I told you, awakening, 1001, spiritual awakening. We already got that up there. So this person, they are, y'all. They're going through a fucking spiritual awakening. And we already know what that shit is like. It's quite enlightening, but it's also very painful. Because you've been living in a lie for God knows how long, right? Truth in this vertical road. Resisting a truth, resisting yourself. Right? Because once you know better, you got to do better. Although y'all know, if y'all are new here, I've debunked that. Because a lot of people know a lot of shit and they don't do shit with it. But I feel like whoever this person is, now it's like, damn, I got to do something about it. I have to. I heard setting the record straight. Yeah, look at this. Worthiness, worth. A lot of this shit has to deal with how this person feels about themselves. Again, whether this has something to do with money, because those are the two things, like I said, that I'm getting. Money, or like having a lot of men or women or some sort of shit like that. All of this has to do with how this person feels about themselves. Their self-esteem is shot. Somebody feels like maybe that they didn't kind of deserve love, or like I said, it was never really expressed to them by their own mother, possibly a father, both. So it feels like to me someone trying to find themselves, but like in superficial shit, in between people's legs, sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. And now something isn't satisfying to them anymore. It's not satisfying them, or the wound is still there, right? It's like the feeling is temporary. That's what somebody is realizing. Once the high goes down, the wound is still there. Once that bitch packs up her shit and leaves, the wound is still there. Once I done blew through my money and spent everything at the fucking club this week, the wound is still there. Like, that's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have rage coming out here. And maybe this is the point that this person had to get to realize that there was a change that needed to take place here. But I feel like that's what's bubbling up underneath the surface. It's like I tried to sex it away. Hey, I tried to change it with my hair. Okay, Solange can hold significance. So this person has tried to do everything but actually heal the issue or the problem. So I feel like it brought them to some form of rage here. What is this trying to come out? Yeah, I have storms coming out here. So somebody could have, quote unquote, hit a rock bottom here, if you will. But I guess so. There's a 13 on this card, and we got 1313 starting fresh. It's one of our synchronicities on the back end. So somebody, they did. I feel like in one way, they were out here kind of living out loud, right? On this fake notion of what they thought was real or true here. And they hit a moment. It's kind of giving me an abrupt vibe. Kind of like, remember the reading from yesterday? And I was like, something kind of happened abruptly. I'm getting that vibe again, too. Like, they weren't expecting something to maybe come in and force them to hit rock bottom or rock their world. Michael Jackson can hold significance here. You rock my world, you know you did. Okay. Hey, come through, Mike. Fuck up. Okay. But it's funny. Now I'm seeing Michael doing the moonwalk. So somebody had to walk or go packing or some sort of shit like that. Something happened over here. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have etheric cords coming out here. Etheric cords. So what I feel like whoever this person is, like, they might want to come back to some form of union with you. Whatever this union is. Again, all these relationships are kind of like different from whatever your perspective is here. Yeah, look at this. I have giving and receiving. Whoever this person is, they feel like you're very smart. I just heard, like, you changed my life. That's what, like, someone wants to tell you. You changed their life. You made them think about something differently. It's almost to me kind of like whether you want to be with them or not, whether you want to kick it with them again or not, be their friend again or not, or whatever the case it feels like to me is. Like, they do. Somebody feels like you make for a good partner or a good friend or a good family member or some shit. Yeah, this person, confirmation, I told you. Giving and receiving, worthiness, secrets revealed. Somebody has kept something from you too. It's not just the fact that you were right here or whatever the case may be. I feel like somebody is finally figuring out their why. Right? Because it's like you can kind of know, right? Like, okay, I'm sitting up here saying, okay, this person has a mother wound. They got this and that going on. But I feel like this person never really dissected what the issue or what the problem was for real. So I feel like they want to come in and give you some sort of information about that. Or something. Like, you know what, I learned this about myself, or I learned that the reason why I feel this way is because, you know, maybe I grew up without, or I was traumatized in a certain situation. It's like, I feel like maybe you don't have the whole picture, but I feel like you have enough to know, like, this isn't it. Like, that's what something kind of feels like to me. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have seasons coming out here. Seasons. So someone has been sitting with themselves. There's a 1 on this card. A 1. Maybe this experience has forced this person to kind of go into hermit mode. Right? They're not really near people right now. Maybe not spending a lot of money right now. It feels like to me something is very low key. But I guess so. If you're going through the dark night of the damn soul, child. I have fearless love coming out here. I do. I feel like this has to deal with both, one or the other, whatever the case may be, but this does. This has something to do with love and worthiness. I feel like this person, they might overspend. Like they do too much. Or at least they were. I do. I feel like somebody's literally in the middle of correcting themselves or fixing this. Shit, I almost feel like this person want to come back and tell you that they love you. You know what? I love you. I was wrong. Like, you were actually like one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I didn't see it at the time because I was off in my own head or I wasn't here yet. And I thought that you was just trying to criticize me. But you actually love me, or you were trying to show me a better way or a better life or a better ... That's what something kind of feels like to me. And it feels like to me this person, they could be afraid to speak to you or talk to you. But with fearless love, it almost feels like to me, like, you know how dudes kind of pump themselves up before a game or some shit? Like, that's what it's kind of giving me. Like, they're trying to pump themselves up. Like, I can do this. I can go back and talk to them. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have shame coming out here. So I do. I kind of feel like this person, they feel ashamed. On top of the rage it is that they've already been feeling. I feel like for you to have seen straight through this person, it made them too vulnerable. I feel like this person has worn a mask for a long time. Maybe quite successfully when it comes to other people. Or you know what else it is too? It's not even just the mask. It's the fact that some people just didn't give a fuck about this person. You know, motherfuckers will act like they give a fuck about you because you got bread or you look like you know, they like you. They showing you love, you showing them love. And all's well. And now that somebody is like wanting to change their life, change their tune, or they've gone through some sort of situation here where they've lost it all and now they have to start all over again. It's like I feel like somebody's kind of seeing other people for who they are too. What else here, Spirit? That's a lot. But I'm going to take the one right here on the top. It says surrender. Confirmation. Spirit said take all of these. So I have surrender coming out here. This person is like, you know what? I got to surrender now. I can't keep running from these issues because I want to be happy. We have joy and betrayal coming out here. I knew it. So somebody betrayed this person. Somebody that they thought was on their team for real. You know what I'm saying? That they shared, you know, maybe they're going through some things or I can't afford this or get that right now. And motherfuckers started switching up on this person. So I feel like it's a lot of things that unraveled, you know, bringing this person to this point. Where they feel like they got to confess to you and tell you what happened and what's going on and shit. What's at the bottom here? Yeah, look at this. I have miracles. So you see in the background, see how these columns are there with the water overflowing? It's almost giving me like this is you. This is your energy. Sitting very beautifully, very pretty. Okay, I feel like you've gone through your own shit in life, but you've learned from your experiences. And I feel like you just try to share the knowledge with people. And it feels like to me, not in a way where it's like, well, look at me, look what I've done. But I feel like literally looking out for someone else. So I feel like somebody considers you to be a miracle in their life. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at this. I have cosmic power coming out here. Somebody, they're like in love with you. They're either in love with you, they respect you. They do. Somebody wants to join forces with you. They feel like you're beautiful, you're intelligent here. You know what you're talking about. I feel like somebody, especially if this is a man, I feel like he's also had to get over the fact like, I don't know, maybe with women, like being right or also being able to be leaders or some sort of shit I feel like I'm getting here. What else, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have feeling safe coming out and one more for the plot. Look at that. I have harvest coming out here. So this person, they feel safe with you. Maybe that was another reason why this person was running all over the place all rampant and shit. Because they just never had a real home. That's what something almost feels like to me. They honestly, I feel like they didn't even feel safe in their own vessel for a period of time. Spirit is telling me to look back at the numbers. So these numbers can hold significance for y'all. 33, 5, 34, 22, 36, 31, 21, 37, 40, 14, 23, 13, 27, 10, 1, 25, 19, 16, 20, 44, 43, 4, 2, and 42. Okay, so obviously numbers that could be ages. Well, obviously they've all been ages, but appropriate ages. I'm getting that sort of vibe. Or if these are singular numbers or numbers that are a little bit smaller, you could be seeing these a lot, okay? Where you want me to go to next, Spirit? What's at the bottom here? Yeah, look at this. I have hidden in plain sight. I feel like that's your energy. And then hope on the horizon coming out here. So I feel like the crazy thing is, I don't necessarily think that you were hidden in plain sight from this person. Like, I feel like you were there, you explained, you kind of showed yourself, there's almost a sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. But I feel like because of this person's failure to recognize, hello, you better recognize, because of this person's failure to recognize for real who you are and what you had going on, they kind of fucked themselves up. Spirit, what is speak up and radical rebirth? Speak up and radical rebirth? Now I feel like this person is like, well, hopefully there's hope on the horizon. That this person will, want to speak to me, maybe link back up with me again or some shit. All right, Spirit. Speak up and radical rebirth. So I have unconscious games coming out here. So yeah, this person, they weren't conscious of this. I feel like this is how you kind of viewed this person. Like, you just out here playing yourself, playing games. You know what else I kind of feel like? Maybe you saw somebody like they had more potential or something. And potential is kind of like a iffy road, isn't it? Because in one way, it's like you want to see somebody with potential. Like, okay, cool. Like, I can see you doing things. Like, you going somewhere. Like, But then it's like you can't rest on potential either, because the motherfucker, they just might not ever make it there. So I kind of feel like maybe there was something going on where you were kind of feeling that. Like, I don't feel like they picking up when I'm putting down, or they don't get it. Or if this person wants to live their life this way, then I can't be around you. I kind of feel like somebody would maybe consider you strict as fuck. But I just kind of feel like you've probably already gone through your own situations where maybe in the past you hadn't put your foot down, or maybe you didn't stick to the code or stick to something and it jeopardized you. So now I feel like when this person met you, you were like maybe light years ahead of this motherfucker. Is what something kind of feels like to me spiritually here. Okay? And it's like you put this person on. It's what something feels like to me, to something that they were doing, that they couldn't even recognize in themselves or see in themselves. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. Giving you the best that I've got, baby. Okay, Anita Baker can be of significance here, honey, okay? But somebody feels like you the best. We the best. Who the fuck is that? We the best. I forgot that man's name. But somebody feels like you're the best. The best that they've come across. The best choice here. It could be something here about a spiritual bath. A milk bath. Something that you've done this week in terms of catering to yourself or taking care of your body here. Maybe you got your hair done, your nails done. Fellas, you got a haircut or some shit like that. Spirit, what is the truth and resistance? Truth and resistance? Yeah, I have perfect moments coming out here. Perfect moments. Somebody is really putting you on a pedestal, honey. You're the best person that they've ever had or experienced. You're like perfect to this person. They think about you a lot. Or like the moments that the two of you guys have shared with each other. I feel like too, also replaying conversations where maybe it felt like you were calling them out or some sort of shit like that. But someone has reframed their mind. They reframed their mindset. Like, nah, they wasn't calling me out, or nah, they wasn't. They was actually shedding light on something that I needed to see. Yeah, somebody's doing like a 180 here. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, because you will tell it like it is, motherfucker. That's what it's giving me, baby Bob. You are. You tell it like it is. It's like you don't sugarcoat shit. And maybe that's what this person is used to. They're used to people sugarcoating things, or like, it's weird to me. I almost want to say maybe protecting their feelings. That's what I almost wanted to say. But it feels like to me out of what they maybe get from them or receive from them. Or like I said, they can still tag along or some shit. But you like, I don't care about tagging along, or I don't care about ruffling your feathers. Like, I'm telling you what I see or what I notice. Like, it's like, I want you to be the best you. That's what something feels like to me. You could kind of be one of those tough love sort of individuals here. And I feel like this person always tried to have a rebuttal or some sort of vibes like that. Spirit, what is secrets revealed and live out loud? Secrets revealed and live out loud? Yeah, look at this. Becoming nobody. I knew it. So somebody who used to be like, I feel like on top of their game. Like I said, maybe a fast life. They always out. They hit in the streets. They got to be seen. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. That's why I said now somebody is chilling. It's like somebody has lost their aura or some shit. But it's like this shit happened on purpose. This shit was supposed to fucking happen. Whether you fuck with this person again or not, it's like they were supposed to lose this aura, hit rock bottom, so that they could wake the fuck up. That's what something feels like to me. And then I feel like this is a part of this secret that this person wants to share with you. Maybe even too more about how they actually feel about their own self for real. Not just the mother wound, not just the fact that there's maybe some sort of other discrete details that they need to tell you, but it also kind of feels like to me, I haven't always felt that great about myself. I've tried to mask my discomfort, my loneliness, and the fact that I don't feel good about me with the clothes. The clothes became my worth. How many bitches or dudes I can get became my worth. I don't love myself. So that's what this person has to share. And I feel like, hell, it was enough for them to do it to themselves, to tell their self this information, to sit with themselves. What is this? Yeah, look at this. I have create in progress. I can't, y'all know me. I'm going to tell the fucking truth. It is what it is. You know, I'll cuss the motherfucker out for y'all in a minute. But this person, they are progressing like I felt from the beginning. So again, you have a choice. Right? You can fuck with this person. You cannot fuck with this person. Whatever you want to do. But somebody is actively changing. And I will give them the credit where the credit is fucking due. Somebody could be a painter. Very colorful or some sort of shit like that. I'm seeing tie-dye as well too. I don't know, somebody you got tie-dye on right now, or you like to rock tie-dye, or you're very colorful, or this person is, or some sort of vibes like that. But it's funny to me because on the Becoming Nobody card, it's just gray. Create in Progress has a ton of colors to it. So I feel like somebody is maybe getting their spark back or seeing things. Thank you, Spirit. A lens. Thank you, Spirit. Like in a particular lens now, where this is actually going to be long lasting. Like these changes. Spirit, what is scarcity and liberation? Scarcity, and liberation. So yeah, I have claim your energy coming out here. So that's what this person had to do. Somebody had to claim the fact that they actually felt this way. Instead of running from it, I got to come to terms with this is who I am. This is who I am. This is how I grew up. This is how my mama was. This is how my daddy was. I grew up in the hood. Maybe you didn't, but you didn't have no love for real. You were emotionally neglected. Whatever the issue was, I feel like it's going on. And see, the thing about this is, I feel like on this side of the table, vertical row, you've gone through some of the same things that this person has actually gone through. Or if it's not the experience you had, maybe for some of y'all, it could have left you with that same feeling, right? Feeling safe. Maybe that's where the both of y'all maybe have some sort of a bond with each other. Whether you would consider it to be trauma bondage, but I wouldn't. Because I feel like, again, when you were talking to this person, around this person, whatever the case may be, initially, you already like said something or called something out or whatever the case may be. So like I said, I feel like you were already above and beyond or light years past this person and where they are at on their spiritual journey. So it was almost kind of like you knew what you was talking about. Like you knew what you was talking about. And I feel like maybe for some of y'all, maybe you didn't have somebody who was kind of guiding you through your journey. Whereas you were like the perfect person to help this person go through what they were going through. Or come out of something stronger. So I kind of feel like that's another reason why somebody's calling on you now. It's like they want your assistance as they continue to go through this, or some sort of vibes like that. You're the best of the best. Yeah, they trust you. Trust your intuition coming out here. And you know, hell, you need trust before you can even have love. Is what something that, I mean, that's me personally. That's me personally. Let me put that in there, because everybody might not feel that fucking way. So that's me. I gotta trust the motherfucker. I can't just love you. Okay, bitch. That ain't gonna do shit for me at this point. So I do. I feel like whoever this person is, they trust you. They trust your opinion, the knowledge that you have. Spirit, what is awakening and worthiness? I almost want to say too, like you proved yourself to this person. Like they feel like they need people to prove their love to them or something. But the crazy thing to me about it is they didn't even know what the fuck it was until they came across you. So it's kind of like, Spirit, what is awakening and worthiness? Awakening and worthiness. I have boss up coming out here. And it's so funny to me. It flipped out in the reverse. So this person, they could have maybe had their own business or something. Like I said, they could have been living some form of a fast life here. There could have been something going on with a gang up there. Some sort of shit that I feel like I'm getting. But I feel like somebody fell off. They did. And they're in the process of rebuilding is what something kind of feels like to me. Again, whether this is from the aspect of money or love or both, they're in the process of rebuilding. Reframing their mind, rebuilding their pockets here. I feel like somebody also had to learn that the true wealth is like your health, your community, the people around you, right? What's this? Yeah, comfort fucking nation, your tribe, your vibe. Yep. And it's so funny to me that this is coming out in our diagonal road to betrayal. I told you, these motherfuckers wanted to kick it and shoot the shit when everything was going good. Or when this person was blind to their own bullshit. Or the snakes in the fucking grass around them type shit. And now this person has had a whole, like, coming to God moment over here. It's just like, oh my fucking God, I can't believe it. And right as this shit started happening, or the cookie was crumbling, guess who popped up in this person's mind? You. You were the first person that they thought of. So yeah, whoever they was hanging out with, them motherfuckers ain't shit. They probably feel like this person is a nobody now. Oh, they ain't nobody. It's like, well, you was just kicking it with them a couple months ago, a year ago. I thought that was your dog. Man, they ain't on shit no more, man. They've been compromised. Spirit, what is rage and storms? Rage and storms. I'm gonna wait for a whole flip. Rage and storms. What's this? Excuse me, Simbas. I told you. Confessions. I told you. I said that when I was over here earlier. Like, this person wants to confess to you now. So they do. With the secrets revealed. I'm telling you. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side. So this person, they really did think they was done with you. They thought they said all that they could say. You did too. It is what it is. But now they want to, like I said, reveal a secret to you about how they feel, about the rage that they have up underneath the surface. Like I said, maybe for a mother, a father, or whoever this person is, maybe some form of a caregiver. It could be somebody's auntie too. There's an aunt here in this vertical row. It's like somebody, they had to admit this shit to themselves. This was very hard for this person. Okay? This wasn't no easy situation for them. It's like there's always been this dark cloud following them. Because even with this second deck that we have so far, with these 3 cards that are over here, they're all dark and gray. It's only one that has color on it. So it's kind of like, it is. There's always been this heavy, dense feeling when it comes to this person. But they tried to mask it with liquor, alcohol, clothes, bitches, dudes, parties, whatever it is to keep them away from focusing on themselves. I have multiple streams coming out here. Multiple streams. So somebody, they could have had multiple businesses here. Maybe somebody isn't like totally you know, rock bottom, defeated or something. Maybe they're having a comeback, trying to find my way back to you, baby. Jaheim can hold significance. I think that's Jaheim. But you know what else is giving me too? On the Storms card, there's rings, like several different rings around her. And then we have the word multiple, right? Which is kind of like plural, more than one. So this person has gone through several things since you last spoke to them. Because it feels like to me there was one moment that really kicked something into high gear or overdrive here, if you will. But it's like they've been going through multiple things here, multiple situations that have just not felt good to them. Somebody could just be kind of like focusing on their spirituality and their bag, right? We still got to live. We still got to eat. We still got to, you know. But that's what it feels like to me. Like somebody's head is on healing and making some form of money here. And kind of like being quiet about it. I do. Somebody's whole demeanor is like changing here. Spirit, what is etheric cords giving and receiving? Etheric cords giving and receiving. I have healthy boundaries coming out here. Yeah. So I feel like, of course, this is something that you've already learned. There could be something going on here where you let somebody back into your life, possibly, depending on what all this is for you or some sort of shit like that. But it's like you would definitely, I don't know, draw the line in the sand, if you will, depending on what all this is. I feel like if this is from like a money aspect or some shit like that, maybe that's a little bit different. Maybe when it comes to, I don't know if this person was cheating or all type of shit like that, okay, you got to make your own decisions on that. I mean, obviously everything, but it does feel like to me you love this person too. But you just wasn't going to put up with their bullshit. Because you're already aware of what your boundaries are, what they were. But this person, they learning everything. Like, all this shit is new to them. Boundaries and dark night of the soul and what? Like, that's how somebody kind of feels. Which is another reason why I feel like they want to speak to you or talk to you. It's like, shit, bitch, they want you to be their damn spirit guide. Like, oh, man, what else here, Spirit? I got Stormy, Time to Move On, and then I have the Journey coming out here as well, too. So for some of y'all, it could be flipping both ways. Like I said, depending on what something else was, maybe you might not. So I feel like I'm kind of maybe getting two things here. So I have Time to Move On coming out. I have the Journey, and then I also have Stormy. Time to Move On is giving me two things. One aspect is maybe for some of y'all, it's kind of like, I mean, good for them. I'm happy that they're finally getting their shit together, you know, on their spiritual journey, you know, trying to remove themselves from these storms, if you will. But then I kind of feel like in one aspect, you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of had that time with that person. I shared that with them. It's cool. I'm just going to keep pushing it myself. Spirit, what is Seasons and Fearless Love? Seasons and Fearless Love. I have Leap of Faith coming out here. Leap of Faith. Yeah, so this person, they're still going to take some form of leap of faith towards you. I'm getting like a grateful attitude or something. Like I said, some of y'all, whether you do, whether you don't, I feel like that's what this person basically kind of wants to express to you. Like how grateful that they are that they had you to kind of tell them this shit. Or to kind of be an eye-opener for them or something. I do. I kind of feel like you're one of the best things that ever kind of happened to this person. And that's why they're like, shit, it's worth a shot. That's what somebody feels like. This shit is worth a shot. I gotta at least fucking try. It's almost like that energy of, I don't want to know. It's like leaving something in the air, up in the air. Because if they don't ask, if they don't try, they'll never know sort of vibes, right? So that's how this person feels. I got to get over my fear of reaching out or speaking to this person. Because, shit, I love them. What else here, Spirit? Look at this. I have have no strings attached coming out here. So you know what it feels like to me? It feels like to me more of you, if I were to say, right, because obviously this is general. A lot of you guys are going to see this. I would say I feel like more of you guys are on the side of, I wish you nothing but, you know, the best or whatever the case may be, but I don't want to involve myself with you anymore or get back with you or some sort of shit that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. Because this person could have left you feeling some type of way or like scarred, or maybe they might have said certain things to you or some sort of vibes like that. It's giving me like leaving a bad taste in your mouth. Thank you, Spirit. Like maybe this person kind of left a bad taste in your mouth, and it's like you're all for the growth. You're all for the, you know, I'm happy that you're getting it together sort of vibes. I keep wanting to say that. I feel like you genuinely feel that way for this person, but it's just kind of like you're over there and I'm over here type of vibe. And they gotta respect that. Maybe for some of y'all, you could be friends here or some sort of shit. But, yeah. Spirit, what is shame, surrender, joy, betrayal? Shame, surrender, joy, and betrayal. Look at this. I have emotional baggage coming out here. Yep. So this person had to surrender to the emotional baggage. They were. I'm telling you, they was just carrying all this shit around on their back their whole fucking life. It's like, come on, you gotta release this shit. You gotta let it go. This person could have also shared things with this group, with these friends, or with whoever this tribe is here in our diagonal row. And they wasn't, that's what it's giving me. Like somebody was not really caring for real. Like maybe they kind of asked this person what was up with them in the beginning because they noticed something going on with their multiple streams or their money or some sort of shit that I kind of feel like is going on here because that's all that they really cared about. But then it was kind of like, I feel like this person, due to already kind of stepping into their awakening, they probably tried to share this with a friend or some shit. Like, actually, man, I'm going through a lot of shit, like emotionally and emotions. Oh, I'm out of here. Like, that's what it feels like to me somebody did to them. Or they were really trying to be vulnerable or express something. And it's like, they was not feeling that shit. They was not rocking with that shit. Especially if these are men. I keep wanting to say that. Especially if. It's like men, there are a lot of men who are creating like safe spaces for men to share their emotions. But it's a lot of men who like, they don't want to hear that shit. Like, nah, man, nah. Like, and they dipped out on this person. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have decluttering coming out here. So this is giving me two things. I feel like it's confirmation of what I just said, but I also kind of feel like this is the more confirmation about this person decluttering their own life. Getting rid of shit that no longer serves them. Ain't that's what this shit say on 0707? Let go of what no longer serves you. So these motherfucking people not serving this person anymore. Like I said, this old mindset that they've been operating off of, that shit's not serving them anymore. None of this shit is serving them. So it's like, I gotta pack up. Somebody could be moving as well, too. Or getting out into nature a lot. It is. Somebody literally wants like a whole fresh start here. What's at the bottom? I have sacrifices here. I have hidden in plain sight. There you go again. I have 0 fucks given. And one more for the plot. I have upside down coming out here. So, I feel like this person's life has kind of like been upside down. Although it's putting them on a better like trajectory, if you will, or this experience has been a catalyst for something better. I do feel like they're in the midst of kind of being upside down and being the best version of themselves yet. But I do kind of feel like this 0 fucks given is kind of giving me the vibe of this could be partially you. Like I said, some of y'all feel like you might not care. I feel like half of y'all kind of do, half of y'all kind of don't. Is what I feel like I'm getting, like I said. But I feel like the 0 fucks given is just more confirmation of these people who really didn't care about this person. It's like some of your biggest haters, your biggest enemies, were sitting in the same booth celebrating with your ass or some sort of shit like that. And now that you've had to sacrifice this lifestyle or give up a whole bunch of this shit, like I said, it's like it is what it is. Let's see, what tarot deck should I do? Let's just do the one in front of me. Make life easier. the bottom is the Strength card. Leo, somebody's growing stronger by the day. Yeah, look at this. King of Wands. Heavy on the Leo. Aries, Sag energy. So yeah, this could be a masculine. It kind of feels like that to me, though. Like you could be a divine feminine energy. And I feel like this person is stepping into their divine masculine energy. Spirit, what is speak up, radical rebirth, unconscious games, and the best of you? Speak up, radical rebirth, unconscious games, and the best of you. That was fast. I have the Four of Cups coming out here. Obviously, this is more confirmation of the initial rejection. You don't know what you're talking about, man. Where's my drink? That's what something kind of feels like to me. Because y'all know there's a cup, right? That spirit is kind of handing to this person. That was you. It's like you came into this person's life, the realest motherfucker that they ever met. The realest. And they straight up said, nah. You don't know what you talking about. You not even all of that. Yeah, they played they fucking self with the Fool coming out here. Aries energy. You were really supposed to be the start of something new. A brand new beginning. Like I said, possibly in love here. Or whatever the case may be. Whatever this relationship is. But this person, they played they self. Now that they talking about something, you was the best thing that ever happened to them. Thank you. Ooh, they played they self. The Empress. Taurus, Libra. Child. This person had a whole Empress. And I'm telling you, the Empress is a mother. Right? Queen mother in our vertical role. So they do. They definitely have something going on with their mother wound. Mama didn't show up. Mama didn't love me. Mama didn't something. They felt rejected by this mother. They just did. Or they weren't around or some shit. Something. I have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is how they started diving deeper into like money. Or making money. Or being so focused on monetary gain or value or some shit. It's like when it comes to that area, with this speak up card, oh, they could talk for hours. Money, dinero. Like they could talk forever about that shit. But I feel like it also brought people into their life that was never really for them for real. They were just blinded by the look of something, right? The King of Wands. Spirit, what is truth, resistance, perfect moments, and tell it like it is? So I have the High Priestess coming out here. High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces. It's funny to me it landed like totally sideways. So I kind of feel like, you know, it feels like to me intuitively this person knew that you were right. Like something resonated with their soul, but their ego took over. That's what something feels like to me. Something resonated with this person's soul when you told it to them like it was. But their ego wouldn't allow them to accept the truth. What is this? Yeah, look at this. There goes this damn King of Wands coming out again. Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy on this fire energy, honey. Somebody must be. But it's like, this person, I feel like they would admit to it now, but back then, you were just out of this person's league. You low-key, you were. And they would maybe have thought the opposite or something, but it would have solely been based off of just how much money this person had and what they look like. Like, that's what I was saying about this person learning about quality now over quantity. What is this? Yeah, I have the Seven of Pentacles and I have the Queen of Cups coming out here in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it is. I told you this person didn't know how to accept love. They was like, this ain't love. What you telling me ain't love? Like you trying to bring me down or talk down on me or tell me what? No. No. They didn't want to hear it. They really did not want to hear what you had to say. But it's so funny. Now they looking back and it's like, damn. Yep, you sure did. You really cared about this person. You really wanted to see them do well. It's almost, why am I hearing, at least if you're going to do it like this. Okay, where you have a better outcome or But they hated it. Spirit, what is secrets revealed, live out loud, becoming nobody, create in progress? Secrets revealed, live out loud, becoming nobody, create in progress. So I have the King of Swords coming out here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So yeah, this person, they do. I told you they had to speak to you. They want to speak to you about this secret that they've been holding on to for God knows how long. They need to just come out with it or just say it. But somebody, they are inside of their head a lot right now. Inside of their head, racking their brain here. I do feel like this person is smart. But it's just when it comes to matters of the heart, their emotions, their spiritual side, they don't know where to start. I got the Six of Pentacles coming out here as well, too. Six of Pentacles energy. So, yeah, they do. They want to come and offer some form of a conversation to you. Maybe take you somewhere. Spend some bread or some sort of shit that I kind of feel like I'm getting. A quick meetup over lunch, dinner. It's just sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting. I just heard bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at that. The star. Aquarius. Heavy on that next to the King of Swords. Yeah, somebody wants to bring attention or light to. I feel like not just this secret, but kind of like praising you, if you will. Giving you your flowers. It's the sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting here. Somebody also still sees you doing your thing as well, too. But see, that's how I kind of felt in the beginning. It's like, well, this person got to know what they're talking about because look at them. They still looking good. They're still progressing. Shit, they was doing good when I was kicking it with them the first time around. They still doing well for themselves. I heard split the deck here. Yep, look at that. Ace of Cups. I told you. So this person, they do. They want to go out for a drink or some sort of shit like that. And they want to talk about like, hey, can we do this again? Can you be my lover again? My friend again? My so-and-so again? I ain't gonna lie though. This does feel more kind of like lovey sort of vibes to me. But at the very least, it's somebody who wants to come back into contract with you or apologize or some sort of shit like that. Yeah. Five of Swords here at the bottom. It's like somebody doesn't want, I don't know, maybe the guilt anymore or the shame anymore or some sort of vibes I feel like I'm feeling. Spirit, what is scarcity, liberation? Claim your energy, trust your intuition. Something's clapping. I have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. We already have two aces coming out here. I feel like this person is definitely kind of changing or they're new here. Yeah, it was something about this mom. Maybe this mom's finances. Honestly, I feel like this person, they didn't grow up like with a lot of shit. I kind of feel like this mother was lacking in both areas. Like she wasn't really taking care of whoever this masculine energy is. Could be feminine. Flip it, rub it, double smack it, draw two. Nor providing them with the love that they actually needed. So I told you, when it came to receiving, right? Ace of Pentacles to giving and receiving, it was like, Or I just heard end game. Like, what's your end game? What's your motive? Or maybe somebody thought you had a motive or some sort of shit like that when they first came across you or some sort of vibes like that. Yeah, I have Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Here goes this Five of Swords coming out again. And then the Justice card coming out here, Libra energy. So somebody did. When they were a kid, they were very frustrated. And I feel like with the Justice card coming out, it's almost kind of giving me the vibe of like, it brought them to a point where they felt like, I guess this is what life is, or I deserve this, or maybe comparing themselves to other children too, right? Because there's three people on the Five of Swords. So maybe comparing themselves to other children on their block or at school or some sort of shit like that, and noticing a distinct difference between them and who these other children are. So it's kind of, it almost gives me the vibe of this person also kind of came up with their own reasoning as to why things happen the way they did, or why they're living the way that they're living, or even also trying to maybe take on some form of fault here. I don't know if this mom ever did that shit, like blaming the kid or some sort of shit. You ruined me. You ruined my body. You're ungrateful. I was in labor with you for 18 hours, 15 minutes, 45 seconds. I don't know. I just don't think somebody was that much of a mother or some shit. Strength card, judgment card. And then I got the lovers here. Strength, judgment, and the lovers. There could have been something that happened between this person and like the mom and the dad or some shit. Like something seemed like to me it was cool, maybe until it wasn't, or some sort of vibes. And then after that, it's like somebody went downhill, or maybe their mental health, 5 of Swords, went downhill, or something. Spirit, what is awakening, worthiness, boss up in the reverse, and your tribe, your vibe? Whoa. So I got the 4 of Swords coming out here in the reverse. Yeah. So boss up in the reverse, 4 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody was forced to sit the fuck down. That's what something feels like to me. They were. They just were. Whoever these friends are, these other people, they're still living the same lifestyle. Nothing about them has changed. They still want to flaunt. They still want to act like they're God's gift to the world or some sort of shit that I feel like I'm getting here. Maybe there have been certain times too where this person, they do kind of just want to chill or be by themselves or something. It's like they're always trying to egg them on to come out or some shit. There could even be something going on with that now too, where somebody isn't really respecting where somebody is at. Because I feel like for the most part, some of these people kind of dipped out on this person. But I feel like there could be 1 or 2 other people who are still trying to like, man, when we hanging out again? Or when you gonna come out again? Or when you gonna... And it's like, I told you what type of time I'm on right now. You just not really respecting it. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have the Queen of Wands coming out here. Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be a woman here as well, too. I feel like the Queen of Wands represents both you and maybe somebody else, to be honest. Because again, 0550, the eye candy, you looking good. Somebody is still continuing to see you create in progress, right? You're in your best version. You're doing your thing, right? But then it also kind of feels like to me, there could be another woman or a friend who's like, man, come out, man. We got all these women and shit, and you talking about you going through a fucking dark night of the soul. What the fuck? Like, that's what something kind of feels like to me. Like, I got hoes out here, man. And you want to let, man, Tracy is here, man. Like, it could be somebody specifically. Yeah, look at this shit. And this person is like, no. 9 of Swords to the world. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Heavy on the Aquarius. Somebody is. Somebody in their clan, they clique, their group is trying to get them to come out into the world and have a good time. But this person is over the worldly bullshit. Or over hiding how they really feel. And they're fucking going through it. I told you with the 9 of Swords, this motherfucker is going through it, bitch. Like all these realizations that they're coming into and all. They're not trying to be bothered with none of these motherfuckers. Thank you. But they want to be out. 6 of Wands. These motherfuckers want to be seen. And let me fucking tell it. And there goes a match. I failed to see that. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this person definitely want to kick it with you. Rock with you again. Be with you again. But it does. That's what it feels like to me. They just want to, like, be out, be seen, shoot the shit. Like, ew. What else do y'all do? Do y'all talk about goals? Where y'all want to go in life? I guess not with this fucking 7 of Pentacles being in the reverse. Only thing they care about is when the next party is, when the next drink is, and where we going to get these hoes. That's it. Them some lame-ass fucking friends, if I could ever see it. Spirit, what is rage, storms, confessions, and multiple streams? Rage, storms, confessions, and multiple streams. So I have the 9 of Wands coming out here. Okay, so somebody is definitely learning how to be a spiritual warrior. Okay, like I already said, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, they're getting their ass kicked right now. But they're coming out better, coming out stronger. They're still standing here, okay? But they're definitely tired. That's for fucking sure. I just heard, but if that's what it takes. They're very serious about, I feel like, where they are right now. If that's what it takes. Yeah, look at this. I have the Knight of Cups coming out here. And I don't really know which way I kind of had it going, to be honest. I flipped it over and it was like this. So I'm going to take it in the reverse. I feel like Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming out. But I guess so. It makes sense. Storms, water, cups in the reverse. I just heard I got to take a break. And that's fine. Spiritually healing is not all cupcakes and rainbows. I think we all know that. So it kind of feels like to me, somebody who, they might get a little flustered or something. Like, oh my God. And then they end up in the bed, or they have to sit down somewhere. Or something that I kind of feel like I'm getting. Or they're going back in their mind, right? And they're thinking about, again, these experiences or these times where they've avoided how they actually feel. So it's kind of giving me two things. One, I feel like one way they're honoring themselves. Like, okay, this has been a lot for me today. I'm just going to chill. But then I feel like the other half of it is, well, I'm used to neglecting how I feel and trying to mask it. But I feel like this person is still doing a good job for the most part. Like, they're not really trying to kick it or hang out with certain people. But maybe they're obviously still struggling. Nothing is overnight. What else here, Spirit? But yeah, something definitely isn't flowing right now. Like I said, if they had multiple businesses or something, maybe they only got one or two now or something. But I feel like it's occurring that way too, to get them to put more attention in the areas that they need it to be in. Yeah, I have Two of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Temperance. Confirmation, everything I just said. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. This person, they be back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But with all these kings coming out there mastering themselves. And see, we already have the Empress. Y'all know the Empress and the Emperor make up for all the kings and the queens in the deck. We have 3 kings out here. The only one that's missing is the King of Pentacles. But we already have the Empress out here. So somebody's well on their way to becoming an emperor. They really are. I'm proud of whoever this person is. It's not easy, but they're doing the work. And that's what I love to see. Spirit, what is etheric chords, giving and receiving, healthy boundaries, the journey, stormy, and time to move on? So down here, I'm feeling like I got a mixed crowd. So I have the 10 of Wands coming out here. So maybe for some of you guys, you could consider this person like, I don't want to deal with the stress. Maybe you have your own things going on here. You could be getting ready to step into something very lucrative here as well, though. Maybe something that you've kind of been working on for a long time. You've had your ups and downs with this, but it looks like to me something is coming in for you as well. What else here, Spirit? If you have heard about this person or you see what they're up to, maybe you could kind of notice this. If they're putting in some form of work here, maybe that they are kind of having a difficult time or something, but like something is kind of changing about them, or yeah, look at this. I have the 3 of Cups coming out here, and then the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So yeah, I feel like that's more confirmation of a celebration you're going to be having soon. That is something that's sticking out to me. You're going to have a celebration soon, maybe signing some sort of contract stating your desires here, negotiating with someone, okay? But I do kind of feel like for some of you guys, if this was like a friend or something, like I said, maybe you might consider yourself to the Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, it's giving me like 2 things. You could either be cutting someone off, or you could say, you know what, I want to talk to you too. Because there goes another match, the King and the Queen of Swords here. Now, the funny thing to me is, like I said, there is a Queen of Wands that's here as well too. So that's 2 queens in our diagonal row. So I feel like somebody's definitely trying to egg this person on to come and fuck with somebody that's not even like you. This person don't have shit on you. Somebody, all they are is a fun time in the bedroom. Like, okay, bitch, you might got 10 more tricks than Divine Feminine do, but who gives a fuck? You're a whore. Like, that's what something kind of feels like to me. Like, I don't know. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the Hermit coming out here, Virgo. So I feel like for some of you guys, like I said, the majority maybe, I feel like y'all are just kind of choosing to leave things how they are, where they're at. It's kind of like congratulations, but no. And like I said, even with the 3 of Cups, remember confirmation, where I was like, this person might try to suggest being friends. Like, okay, well, maybe we won't be lovers anymore or something, but would you like to be friends at least? Or it's kind of like somebody who's like, they see the value of having you in their life, so they want you in their life. It's like, again, You was already there. They should have recognized it then, right? You should have recognized it then, motherfucker. But you know, whatever. Spirit, what is seasons, fearless love, leap of faith, and no strings attached? No strings attached. Boom, 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 boom. So I have the 9 of Cups here, and then I also have the 8 of Cups coming out here. Yeah, I do, man. I do. I feel like for some of y'all, you really might send this person packing, honey. You might really send them packing. But you know what it feels like to me, though? I feel like even if you don't fuck with this person anymore, right? No strings attached. Like, it's like almost like this level of respect that I feel like this person has for you. Because you helped them get to a point where they actually were able to fulfill a wish that had nothing to do with money, other individuals or people. They had to go within to get this, to be where it is that they are, to go through what it is that they're going through, or knowing that they're going to get out like on a better side here. I heard bottom of the deck. Yeah, confirmation, the 9 of Pentacles. That even too, someone was strong enough to maybe do something like by themselves or on their own. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you were like the jump start, the kickstarter here, if you will. But they've had to focus on this themselves. So I do. I feel like you've genuinely helped somebody. Whether you know it or not, you have. Whether this person ends up having the guts, even though it feels like to me they want to. But again, right, everybody has free will. This feels like something that it could happen. It might happen. But even if someone never admitted this shit to you, you definitely changed their life. I heard split the deck here. I have the 7 of Cups coming out here. Yeah, it's like you allow for them to see something differently. That there's another way about going about things. Or this isn't the end all be all. Or you don't have to live your life like this because... It's like there's more to life, or there's more than just this, or some sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. So someone, they have the wisdom now, right? The 8 of Cups, Cups energy, the wisdom here, so that they can go off on their own journey. The journey right here in our horizontal row. So for some of y'all, this could even be an energy of like maybe staying separated from someone. I don't know. It's almost weird to say. Like, so that the lesson stays cemented or firm or something. Excuse me. Spirit, what is shame, surrender, betrayal, joy, emotional baggage, and decluttering? Shame, I got the 5 of Wands coming out here in the reverse. Yup. Somebody, they're not fighting for these connections anymore. Like, they want to fight for yours, but they don't want to fight for these friends, connections, or for their, what's the word? It was just on the tip of my tongue. I guess approval, wanting to be accepted, or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. It's like somebody's like, I don't want to argue about this shit, or go back and forth with you about this shit. Like, because they seen what they needed to see. Right? King of Swords here. King of Cups. Yeah, I have the 2 of Cups coming out here. I'm telling you, someone's seen what they needed to see. And I feel like the 2 of Cups isn't just you and this person, but it's them. It's like them meeting them for the first time. That's what something feels like to me. This person is meeting them for the first time. Who they really are. Healing their inner child. I got the Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the fucking King of Pentacles, bro. That's all of the kings. That's an Emperor, honey. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini energy coming out. If you will have this person, they will have you, honey. Okay, bottom of the deck here is the 2 of Wands. Okay, some of y'all, again, distance. Some of y'all, hey, they got plans. They want to create plans with you. But somebody is. They were betrayed by other people that they love here. They realize that you're the best thing that's ever happened to them. You're the realest. They don't want to put up a fight with anybody. Feels like to me they kind of don't care about certain people who have betrayed them. They don't give a fuck about all this baggage that they have anymore. They're ready to release that and let that go. Somebody is like, let's make it happen. They're very passionate about you. Maybe wanting to freak on you too. But it's so funny to me because that's what this friend is trying to do. Get this person out here to go see Tracy or whoever the fuck this broad is. I'm telling you. Yeah, look at this. I have the sun coming out here. Leo energy. That's the truth. All this shit. I do feel like this person is getting ready to step into their sun season, if you will. But they want to share it with you, child. So whatever your answer is here, you know, that's on you. But yeah, I can't lie. Somebody, they own it. Let's see who this is resonating with here. Who is this resonating with here, Spirit? You ain't never about no drama. You ain't pressed. You want bigger things and better things. Put that work and stay on your job. $5 and Janae can hold significance. You ain't never afraid to be by yourself. Say you ain't afraid to be by yourself. I got Big Cap coming out here. Who else, Spirit? I got Leo. Leo. I got Aquarius coming out. Hey, Aquarius. I feel like I was kind of saying you a lot, too. Who was this? I got Virgo. Hey, Virgo. Earth signs leading the pack. We got one of every element except for water. Where's my water at, baby Bob? Where you at, water? Ha! I got Pisces coming out. They said you rain. I also have Libra coming out here. Air and earth going head to head. Who else here, Spirit? I got Big Sag coming out here. And who's our honorable mention? I got another Sag coming out bag to bag. Damn, Sag. 3 times in a row. For somebody, a Sag could have been an issue here as well, too. I have another Aquarius coming out. Damn, I got another Leo coming out. Who's honorable? I got another Virgo coming out. I got Scorpio. Scorp. So we got Capricorn, heavy on the Leo, heavy on the Aquarius, heavy on the Virgo, Pisces, Libra, extra fucking heavy on the Sag. Honorable mention here, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. I love y'all so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you feel called. And I will see y'all in the next one, baby. I love you. Peace.